Hello everybody. So today I have a little talk about the pregnancy. So we're going to talk about what I want to talk about is about what you can't do. Or basically I'm going to share what I find, what I can and what I can't do. So you don't have to go and trial on yourself. I did. I did because that's what I do, right? I as well like you probably you have researched what you can do, what's good for you, what's bad for you. But information, there's so much information out there, guys. It's crazy. You can spend days, weeks, months probably reading all that and still not gonna get clue what to do and what not to do because it's very contradicting information. So first of all, I'm pregnant. Ooh, and I'm in my last trimester. Okay, guys. So what I find is so far, first two trimesters, pretty straightforward. I have been active before and I didn't find any big massive changes apart from your loss of your energy. That's all normal stuff, right? And guys, it's completely normal. I didn't have any energy. A little difficult with breathing as well. Obviously, your organs have been squashed a little bit together. I did lose my cardio for spinning classes and all. My capacity wasn't there anymore. Again, hard times, we struggle, but we work through it. We do as much as we can do, and that's all we can do. And guys, and the main thing as well, what I have found is you do have to listen to your body, because trust me, your body's always first. That's gonna tell you, are you doing something right or you're doing something wrong. Basically, you can do everything. Everything is okay, as long as providing that you do not feel that it's wrong for you. There's different complications as well, guys. My pregnancy has been pretty straightforward, so it's all good. So that's only I'm gonna be talking only from my perspective, what I have find. That's why I was doing research. A lot of people were saying to me, "Oh, you can't do this and you can't do this. Do not do this. This is gonna be," and then you go like, right. So you're gonna have to evaluate yourself as well, of course, as you go along. But I put up the list and I was like, right, it's frustrating, especially if you have been fit before. And guys, hey, if you haven't exercised before, keep it very gentle down to the walks. Do not start any exercise if you are pregnant, and just because you don't want to put on extra weight. You get gentle, yes, very basic walking, basic exercise, but not big programs, training programs. Okay, that's not advised at all, because your body is already going through the stresses, so adding extra stress is not going to be too cool. So in a few minutes I quickly gonna try to share my list with me, what I find the biggest problem and my biggest struggle is the pelvis stabilization. So guys, the last trimester, I'm in my last trimester, my pelvis stabilization is not there anymore. I can hold my core in, of course I can hold my core in for very short periods of times, because babies start to push against it as I'm holding it in. So very short periods of times I can hold it in. So that creates a little problem if you're exercising, for example, if you're doing circuit training, if you're doing a lot of reps. Okay, so you're not going to be able to, at the start you're going to be fine, you can hold it in, and then afterwards you're going to find it, so your pelvis is going to be gone and your lower back is going to be affected. So what we want to do is, guys, we want to reduce the range. So exercise that include all the pelvis stabilizers. So it's majority of the exercise, guys. Let's face it. It's your squats, it's your lunges, it's your leg rises, even Pilates exercises. You do have to pay extra attention to your form. So probably for everything those, you're gonna regress back to the very basic. Even though if you have been fairly fit before, or very fit beforehand, guys, you're gonna need to, because your gravity has slightly changed. Your weight is pulling you forward, so you're even holding that pelvis in, and you're gonna feel it a lot on your lower back. So squats are good. We can still do squats, not as deep, just to keep your range, just adjust your range, guys, a little bit smaller range. Okay, not gonna be the same feeling, let's face it, as before, but hey, you can still do it. And then leg side rises as well, very good exercise. Of course you need to get your glutes keeping tech still, need strong glutes, protect your lower back. You can do all that. Apart the range, yeah, the range has to go. Well, for me, maybe there's some super strong girls who can still keep it lit. I couldn't. Even lying down sideways, as you lying down, you stabilize, guys. I find it very hard to hold my pelvis nice and straight, because a few reps in, and it goes, like, even before, if I can go 20 30 reps, easy peasy, not a bother. Now I have to reduce it to 10 15 reps at the time, because the hold is not there. So even reducing the reps, holding maybe exercise is fine, providing that you're not shifting. So pay attention, guys. Mirror is a very good option. Like, guys, majority of us now are working from home. So do you have a mirror in front of you, or maybe have some other family members saying, like, okay, could you keep eye on my hips, make sure my hips are not moving back and forth, so you are nice and strong. Because trust me, those exercises, I have tried them all. I have been going, I said, right, I can really try here, I'm gonna hold it. Impossible. Not for me. So this is what I do: reduce the reps and reduce the range at the time. Then what is a big no-no, guys, is going to be a full stretch. A full stretch, if you pull your pelvis in and you reach up all the way up, you do create the pressure, and the pressure comes from the top of your stomach here. That's where it's creates up here, and it can be very painful, and it stays there for a few days. So guys, do not try that at home. Don't need the full stretch. You can still arms up, everything fine, providing if your blood pressure is good, of course, guys. If you have any problem with your blood pressure, guys, arms above your head is going to be a big no-no, because it's fairly quickly raises your blood pressure. So what we want to do is, you just want to keep your arms just your shoulder height, and that's completely fine. So basically then, big stretches, no cross stretch, especially whenever your pelvis, and your pelvis always has to be in nice and tucked in, guys, as you do in any exercise, because you have to protect that midline here. Then the blood pressure, remember, guys, if you have high blood pressure, watch those arms and do not go above. Anything else? Well, crunches unfortunately is out the window as well. Crunches are a big no-no. And there's a lot of controversy in the lunges, crunches, not lunges, that you can't do no crunches, because the crunches creates the pressure, and it opens your you see these middle muscles, your abs, middle muscle. I'm very good at this, I swear. So your abs start to open up, but your opposite, what I have found as well from the research, digging it a little bit deeper, it's dependent of how baby is lying as well. So it doesn't, not every single pregnancy is gonna create that opening of the arms. What it can, if the baby's lying, my baby's lying head down and bum is pushing out, so I have really, there's a high chance that my abs are gonna be separated. So guys, it takes time, but those abs do come back together as well, and we have some exercise now, we know more to pull them in together. But so there's things that you can do not to maybe aggravate them even more. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna keep it nice and tucked in. So the crunches, what it does, it gives the bulk to the abs, bulk to the arms, and it can't separate too much pressure on it, because baby's pushing out and you're trying to pull it in. So it's like working from basically pulling the straw, burning the straw with two ends. So it does not help. I have been doing the crunches up until my mid, but not as well, not many reps, guys, not many reps. Maybe my second trimester, start of my second trimester, and that's when you feel, well, baby's in the way as well. It's not very very good to do. And as well, guys, you do not stay flat on the floor as well. You can raise yourself up. You can use a bench. You can use cushions to support yourself, so you're nice and lying, like your head is a little bit higher than your belly, so you don't have pressure on your spine, so your baby is not lying on your spine. So those are those little adjustments that you can do. So crunches as well. So crunches I ate completely at this point. Then we have good exercise for you. Very good exercise for you guys would be pelvic tilts. Very basic, very effective, because your stomach is pushed out. We do need to try to full straighten this lower part of your back. So the pelvic tilts, nice and small, it does help, and it does release the lower back problem pain as well. Whenever sometimes you can have the lower back pain, just lie down nice and flat, or your head slightly raised, and just pull your pelvis in. Just push your lower back into the floor, just nice and gentle, guys. Your shoulders back down, and you're just pushing it in. It does, you can instantly, straight away, you're gonna feel the nice release in your lower back if you feel that a lot of pressure there. And then all upper body exercises are totally fine, providing your blood pressure is good. So anything else, of course, press ups, guys, you can still do press ups, but you do have to modify to the box press ups. Or you don't want to have too much like hanging down, like your belly is already, your core is working very hard, your abdominals working very hard to hold that baby in. So if you think about your belly's hanging down, you give an extra, you're not helping the situation. So you wanna kinda probably not do it. Then again, but that's as well, all these guys, basically all these no only comes in the last trimester. Up until the last trimester, I couldn't really feel a great difference. But first of all, what do we know what we want to do? You want to listen to your body, right? You always listen to your body, guys. If something doesn't feel right, it's not good for you. So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna evaluate. You're gonna go, but start with the reducing the range. And guys, it's completely normal. It's completely normal. And I know it can be a struggle if you have been exercising, and you feel like, oh my God, I can't do this. I can't. Guys, a few months and you're gonna be back to your shape and back to doing whatever you were doing beforehand. You just have to lay low a little bit. Simply, I'm learning too. So guys, together we can do this. So guys, this is only my things, what I find was at the start as well, was like, right, let's see. And hey guys, keep the gym balls lit. Gym balls are good. Ball exercise is very good for your pelvics, everything, work your balance, all good. So guys, hope you enjoy that, and give me some comments, see what you have find. Maybe you have find something, and I can try something different. We can always exchange, right, and see in these tough times what we can do. Right guys, keep exercising, keep active, no matter what you do, keep going, but then the range, nice and easy. Right, see you later.